This is Miguel Ramos, your motivational speaker, your empowerment coach, and transitional trainer. I want to welcome everybody to our moment of empowerment. Amen. So, I want to encourage you. I want to pump you up. I want to let you know that through the renewance of your mind, you can overcome any and every obstacle. Amen. I want to share with you a little bit of my testimony today, but I want to really transition and help you understand that you have the power and ability to do whatever it is that you desire to do. God has placed a God-given ability and talent in each and every one of us, and it's just really, changing our mindset. It's discovering who we are. You have to understand that every ability, every skill, every gift has already been imparted to you. What you lack there is the attitude. The attitude to know and understand that you are a hunter, that you're victorious, that you're an overcomer. So today we want to talk a little bit about that. Amen. So the topic today is, have you ever wondered, have you ever asked yourself, why is trust so important? Why is it that, everybody wants to gain trust, everybody wants people to like them. You have even big corporate companies they want you to trust them. I'm going to give you a prime example. When you go to a restaurant and you go to a McDonald's or whatever, or Burger King, Wendy's, and then you have the menus with the calories on there, it's because they want you to trust them. They want you to know that they are healthy eating, that they're up with the program, right? Or when you, as a consumer, when you buy something and they give you that 30-day money-back guarantee, or they want you to know their laws or the rules and the regulation, they want you to trust them. They want you to keep coming back to them. They want you to be, they want to be part of your life. So again, they want you to trust them. And likewise, we want people to also to trust us, right? Not just for business, but also for relationship, for ministry, for socializing, right? We go on social media and we like other people's pages, right? Because we want to build a mutual trust. It's a little bit harder to do it like that, but that's what we want, right? So we want to understand, or we want to ask ourselves, what is the importance of trust? And then the follow-up question is, what qualifies me, you, or anybody to speak about trust, or to tell anybody about trust? You ever wonder about that you always say, this guy's over here talking about trust. What qualifies you to speak about trust? So today we want to get down to the nitty-gritty, and I want to give you my top 5 tips for why is it important to trust, and what qualify you. My top 5 tips. All right. So, let's go. So the first thing that I want you to understand about trust, the importance of trust, is that it builds reliability. Yes, it builds reliability. You have to understand that being trustworthy means being reliable, being there on time, being at the right place at the right time. When somebody calls you, when somebody is in need of you, when somebody, let's say in your business, make a mistake, or in your ministry, they need to talk to you, or there's somebody close to you, you can be reliable. Reliability, it builds your character. It builds, I want to say, almost like a foundation around trust. And without reliability, it's very hard to try to convince somebody, or to trying to, for lack of a better word, sell yourself to that person. Because when you speak about something, whether it's trust, whether it's love, whether it's patience, whatever it is, it's real hard without reliability. Because, you want to say, okay, what makes you reliable? What makes you consistent? What is it about you that is different than the next person, right? And that's what we want to do with building trust. When you have the trust of the person, and when that person trusts you, then what happens is that reliability, people come to you for certain things. They choose you over other things, over other people, because now you're reliable. Hey, that guy is always there. That girl is always there. That woman, that man, they're always on time. I see them Sunday after Sunday, Monday after Sunday, to, whatever it is, you build a reliability around who you're trying to attract. So people of God, listen, I'm telling you, business partners, entrepreneurs, whoever you are, you have to build reliability, right? And we have been given one of the best social media tools, in the world. You have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have LinkedIn, you have, Twitter, MySpace, whatever. You have all these things where you can build reliability. No, people may not know who you are, but speak about what you've been through. Speak about what has happened to you in your life, what qualifies you For example, what qualifies you to speak about trust? You know, to tell you a quick testimony, what qualifies me to be a motivational speaker, to be an empowerment coach or transitional trainer is because I have never had it. I grew up without having a father in my life. You know, so I know what it means not to have that motivation in your life. I know what it means when you want that pat on the back and you don't have nobody to give you that pat on the back. Or better yet, when you need direction and nobody can give you direction and you had to bump your heads and try to figure it out yourself. I haven't had that father figure or that leader in the household to really help me become who I am today. You know, it was through a series of trial and error. So I beseech you, you know, like the Bible says, you know, allow my experiences to be your life lessons. My wife wrote a book about that. Get the book. Awesome book. Life Lessons of an Overcomer. Amen. So you know, I've gone through life experience, not knowing, not having that mentor or that coach or that transitional trainer to help me get from point A to point B. So I learned through life experience, like they said, the school of hard knocks. So this is what qualifies me, that when I tell you don't go that way or don't do it this way, don't do it that way, you know, I've been there, I've experienced, you know, I've been, you know, in the poor stage. I've had and I haven't had. I've been up and I've been down. So that qualifies me to tell you a thing or two about truthfulness. I know what it is to be there. Amen. So reliability, being reliable, always being there, consistency, you know, all these things, believe it or not, they come to my second point, and I am a stickler for this. I love this second point. My second point is integrity. Oh boy, integrity. Listen, I can do a whole segment on integrity. I did not know what integrity really meant, the value of it. I did not know it. You know, I would have great jobs and, you know, somebody would, you know, tick me off or somebody would rub me the wrong way and I would leave these great jobs, benefits and all. Why? Because I had no integrity. I didn't care. You know, I was like, hey, me, myself and I'm going to do me. I'm going to do me. But when I started getting older and wiser, I understood that integrity is very important. Now, what is integrity? Integrity is your moral character. It is when you do the right thing when nobody else is looking. Yeah, I'm going to say that again. When you do the right thing when nobody else is looking, that is integrity. And you have to build a sense of integrity that people can rely on you even when they're not around. People can count on you when they can go away. People can call you to solve a problem, solve a task, and you can do it without having somebody to hover over your back. So again, you know, it's an awesome thing to build integrity. And when you build integrity, people trust you. People tend to trust you through integrity. Now, to me, I've always said this. I said the best way to build integrity is to join a church. To join a church. Listen, if you can't join a church or if that's not your thing, that's no problem. But, you know, you have a business or you have a place of community service, a place where you can give back to your community, whether it's a YMCA or Big Brothers, Big Sisters, whatever it is, because it builds integrity. It lets people know that you're not just about yourself. It lets people know that you care about other people. It lets people know that if you're mentoring somebody, that you're not doing it just for the money, that you're doing it because you genuinely care. And to me, you know, in my walk of life, the way to build integrity, that was the church for me. I joined the church. I am a man of faith, and you know, through the church, you know, I started building integrity. I started helping people move. You know, I was shining shoes and I was serving and I was cleaning here, and not that, you know, that's how I was doing it, you know, just to build my integrity. But those are the humble things that we just do out of the joy and the goodness of our heart. And before I knew it, God was building my integrity little by little. And then people started offending for me and defending me and vouching for me. Oh yeah, you know, he's a man of integrity. He is there. He would do this. And that really helped me out. So that helped me build trust amongst the people and amongst the atmosphere that I was around. Amen. So my second top tip is building integrity, building character. You know, it's not always going to be easy, but it's not impossible. Amen. And good things are, believe it or not, good things are things that are not easy, because things that are not easy will last you long. Amen. So the other thing is that building trust with other people, it empowers you. I want to tell you this. It really does empower you. There is no other feeling than when somebody trusts you. And I'm gonna give you just a very, very simple example. You know, I have my youngest child, you know, Steve, and he is a joy. I love him, love him, love him, love all my kids. But he is a joy, and you know, he's barely 2 years old. He's gonna turn 2 in August, and as a matter of fact, he's in the picture in the back. But he's barely gonna be 2 in August. And I love one thing that he does. He stands at the edge of the bed, and when he sees me coming, without a care in the world, he just jumps off, and he believes that I'm going to catch him. I do catch him. You know, I'm not going to let him fall. I do catch him. You know, I could be doing something to my back, and I come around, and I catch him. But it brings me so much joy that a little person like that, without even knowing me, he barely knows me 2 years, right? He barely knows me 2 years, and he can just thrust his whole body into my arms and know that I'm going to catch him. Oh my God, that is such a feeling of empowerment when somebody can trust you. Not that you use it to manipulate them. No, no, no. But when somebody can trust you, somebody can say, I choose you over them, or I come to you, or I come to your business, your ministry, or whatever it is that you're doing. I buy your book over there. They say that they trust you. They trust the qualities, the qualifications, the endurance that you have been through. And that is so important. If that does not, I want to say, makes the poster boy for why trust is important, then I don't know what does. Amen. So trustworthiness empowers you as a leader, empowers you as an entrepreneur, empowers you as a minister, a pastor, a teacher, whoever you are. You know, when teachers have that trust of the student, they're much better teachers. Amen. They're much better mentors to these kids, because there's a trust there, and it's just such a good thing that when you're teaching somebody, or when you're showing somebody something, that they trust in what you're saying. Amen. So tip number 3, empowerment. Come on, you feel so empowered, and as you feel empowered, because somebody else trusts you, then what happens is it motivates you to not just get more clients, not just influence more people, but it motivates you, builds that self-confidence to say, you know what? I am a motivational speaker. I am an empowerment coach. I am a transitional trainer. I can do this thing. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, right? And the quality of life and the qualifications of life, the ups and downs that I've been through, have allowed me to get to where I am. So that's what qualifies me to speak about the truth. Amen. The other thing, the other tip, top tip number 4, top tip number 4, right, is likability. Likability, you know, to be likable. You know, we live in a social media area where everything is alike. You know, give me the thumbs up, you know, give me the heart, you know, give me the smiley face, you know, whatever it is. People like to be liked. I'm gonna tell you something, you know, true story. Like I said, this is me giving you my testimony and what qualifies me to speak about these things. When I was in high school, you know, I could not stand when somebody did not like me. I just didn't know. I just, you know, I didn't have to know you. I didn't have to, you know, really know who you were. But if I knew that you were a friend of a friend or somebody that was close to whom I know, I needed you to like me. So I would be charismatic. I would be polite. You know, when everybody else would say would be dogs or whatever, I would be polite. I would be the gentleman because I needed you to like me. There was something about likability. Why? Because that was something that I did not have in my life. You know, I did not have that trust. I was rejected, you know, by some family members. I was rejected by the world. You know, I was rejected through situations. Like I'm telling you, you know, I had to be empowered by the qualifications or the situation that I've been through. You know, I've come back from suicide. I've come back from divorce. I've come back from poverty. I've come back from homelessness. I've come back from eating out of trash cans. I've come back from all those things. So when I'm telling you what I'm telling you, it's not just to blow smoke, but it's to tell you that I am qualified in being empowered, in transition, and being motivational. You know, I had to motivate myself to get up, you know, and try to change my life and try to change my way of thinking. Amen. So when I went through these situations and people did not like me, I wanted people to like me because I wanted to be accepted. So I knew the ins and outs. I knew, you know, people's mannerisms, you know, how to attract people, how to bring, you know, people to me, you know, how to how to get them to like me. I understood those things. So I knew that likability was a great thing when it comes to trust, because to tell you the truth, if people don't like you, chances are they're not going to share certain things with you. Think about it. You know, I've been in many network marketing businesses and I've been successful at many of them, but there were times where I had a great opportunity. I had a exit strategy, a way to make money, to bring people out, to change their mindset, to motivate them, but I did not share it with them. Why? Because I didn't like them. I just did not like them. I didn't like the way they did business. I didn't like the way they carried themselves. I didn't like the way they presented themselves. And sometimes we do not trust people when we don't like them. So I learned to like people. I said, God, teach me to like people. And God taught me to like people. Even when those were mean against me, I still liked them. You know, I got up every morning. I said, you know, today I'm going to like, 10 people. And I'm not talking about thumbs up, hearts and stuff like that. I'm just talking about I'm going to genuinely like them. I'm going to find something about them that I can relate to. I can like, about them. Amen. So likability. You want people to like you, and you have to like others. Amen. So the Bible tells us that if you want friends, then you have to be friendly, right? So these are different tips there. And then my number 5 tip for the importance of trust, is business opportunity. Business opportunity. It's a must. Listen, when you know the importance of trust, you can have so many great business opportunity. People will come to you if you are a consumer, or if you are the entrepreneur. People will trust you. People will rely on you. You can have a great idea. You can have a great business. People will sow into you. Like, I'm gonna tell you, for example, I know people that have great businesses, restaurants, and I will travel an hour out my way to go get a $10 or $15 plate of food just to that person. Why? Because I trust them. I want them to have my business. Amen. I build a mutual relationship with that person, with that business owner, with that entrepreneur, and I want them to have my business. And many of you know, if you've ever been to my ministry, if I see a business that I really believe in, I send people there. I tell them, listen, go over there. Don't go to eat nowhere else. Go eat over here to this restaurant. Go eat to that restaurant. I've eaten there. I'm not going to give you something that I haven't tried. I've eaten there. The food is exceptional. I am a cook myself. I love to cook. So, when I taste good quality food, or when I experience a good quality product, I trust that person. I build reliability. I build integrity. I build empowerment, likability, and that creates business opportunity. The first thing when we're in a business, the first people we tend to introduce it to is our family. But, believe it or not, some of our own family members don't like us, right? So it's good to build a rapport with different people, that therefore, you can create business opportunities with other people. What qualifies you to speak about trust? Listen, my friend, I've been down and out. Like I told you, overcome homelessness. I know what it is to want to do something in your life and all you have is $1.55 in your pocket. I know what it is to have to steal just to get $3.55 to buy your son milk. I know that number by heart. I know what it is to try to hop the train and try to sneak on the bus just so you can get to a job interview. I know what it is to wash the same shirt in and out and iron it and put it on the next day and just spray some fabric softener on it just so you can look good for the job interview. I know what it's like to work and not get paid. I know what it's like to work 2 and 3 jobs in the middle of the night and nobody knows what you're going through right now. I know what it is to come from the brink of suicide and motivate yourself to try to live when you don't even want to live, when nobody else knows what you're going through. I know what it's like to put a smile on when on the inside you're being broken and torn down. I know what it's like to not allow your kids to know what you're going through when you don't have nothing to stand up, but you still must keep going. I know what it's like to come back from the brinks of divorce, to live in your house with your bags packed, getting ready to leave, but you turn around and you tell God to open up your heart and you rebuild and restore one of the strongest marriages ever. And not just that, but write a book about it. I know what it's like to turn your nothings into something glorious. And not that I have attained like the Bible said, but I'm still transitioning. I'm still hungry. I'm still going after what's for me. I know how to motivate people because I've motivated myself out of nothing. I know how to empower people because I've empowered myself out of nothing. I know how to transition people because I've transitioned myself out of nothing. That's what qualifies me to do what I do, and that's what qualifies you to do what you do. Me, my transitional trainer, partner, and myself, man, we were just so overjoyed last night. We had an awesome meeting. We were just so overjoyed. You know why? Because we were rejoicing from all the things that we've been through in life. We were comparing things. You know, he came from a third world country. I came from a third world country. He came from poverty. I came from poverty. And we was laughing and rejoicing of all the things that we did, because the Bible tells us, count it all joy when you enter various trials, because these things perfect your patience, your peace, and all your moral character in you. Your trials and your tribulations, my friend, is what's qualifying you to speak about trust. Amen. You have been qualified on today. Awesome. But listen, I pray that you've been empowered. Amen. You know, holla at your boy, Miguel Ramos. I'm your motivational speaker. I'm your empowerment coach. I am your transitional trainer. Look for me. You know where to find me. Look for great things coming up in the near future. Amen. Got a book that I'm working on. We're doing a huge event. I'm going to give you the dates very soon. I want you to be part of that. Listen, continue to follow us, follow me, continue to, just post, ask questions, whatever it is. And I see you at the top. Continue to be empowered with all that life has been giving you. Amen. God bless you.